Sup y'all, bringing you guys another video. So I just realized I haven't made a prediction video on this fight yet. Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Reymart Gaballo. They'll be fighting this weekend, this Saturday on the 19th of December. Fight will be shown live on Showtime, so tune into Showtime if you want to see this fight. Who do you guys think will win? Who do you guys think will win this championship fight for the interim WBC bantamweight title? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video, it helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, this fight, if you guys didn't know, the original plan was for Emmanuel Rodriguez to fight Nonito Donaire. That was the original fight. Actually, the original fight was Nonito Donaire versus Nordine Oubaali. That was the original fight. And then Nordine Oubaali tested positive for the coronavirus. As we all know, there's a pandemic going on. So yeah, Nordine Oubaali tested positive, and Emmanuel Rodriguez stepped in to replace Nordine Oubaali. Nordine Oubaali got stripped of the belt, and originally it was for the vacant title, I believe, between Donaire and Emmanuel Rodriguez. Next thing you know, Nonito Donaire tested positive for the coronavirus as well. As of right now, Nonito Donaire actually is currently on social media saying that he's ready, and he's been saying that the past few days that he's ready to step in, that he actually tested negative because he asked for other tests to confirm his positive test, but they didn't accept his request, so he went out there and paid for his own test, and his test results came back negative. So I guess his first positive test was a false positive test. But anyway, sucks for Nonito Donaire, but they already immediately replaced him with Reymart Gaballo. So Gaballo stepped in for Nonito Donaire, and this time it will be for the interim WBC title. So it's a little complicated, but at the end of the day, just know that Rodriguez and Gaballo will be fighting this weekend, this Saturday, for the interim WBC title. So when it comes to talking about who will win this fight, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm a little biased. I'm a Filipino fight fan. Obviously, Gaballo being from the Philippines, I want him to win. But with that being said, trying to think of this fight objectively and rationally, it's not going to be an easy fight. Emmanuel Rodriguez is a former champion. If you guys don't know who he is, he participated in the World Boxing Super Series tournament, lost against Naoya Inoue, which is in his last fight back in May of last year. Got knocked out in 2 rounds. Got destroyed by Naoya Inoue. That was his only loss. 19-1, 12 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. And to those who doesn't know who Reymart Gaballo is, he's a 24-year-old fighter from my home country, the Philippines. Undefeated, 23-0, 20 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. Like I said earlier, I'm a little biased when it comes to this fight. In my opinion, I think Gaballo definitely has what it takes to win this fight. He has the skill set, the power, the speed. He has what it takes to win this fight. He just doesn't have the experience in terms of the level of opposition that he has fought. If you look at his resume, he hasn't really fought anyone super good, except for Stefan Young, in my opinion. I think Stefan Young is his biggest win in his career, and he won that fight unanimously. So that tells me that he can, definitely compete in the top as a top contender. But can he beat a former champion like Emmanuel Rodriguez? Emmanuel Rodriguez took a lot of punishment against Naoya Inoue. Took some big shots. Now, it's not always, but there are times when a fighter takes that much punishment, a part of them gets taken away. They usually, not always, sometimes they come back not the same fighter. And I have a feeling that Rodriguez is probably not the same fighter as he was before the Inoue fight. I don't know, maybe that's the bias talking in me, or it's wishful thinking. But him not fighting a year and a half, not fighting since May of last year. I mean, I know Gaballo hasn't really fought since last year as well. But I'm not really convinced that Rodriguez is the same fighter from before. But like I said, maybe it's the bias talking in me, maybe it's just wishful thinking. But if Rodriguez is not the same fighter as he was before, I think Gaballo definitely has this fight, and he wins the interim WBC title. But if Emmanuel Rodriguez is the same fighter as he was before, then it's gonna be a tough competitive fight that could possibly go either way, in my opinion. In my opinion. But it's definitely a great matchup. It's a fight I'm very much looking forward to. Again, sucks for Nonito Donaire, but you know, it is what it is. I guess it's Gaballo's moment. It's his chance to show the world what he can bring to the table. Because not right now, mostly it's just Filipino fight fans who know who Reymart Gaballo is. It's Filipino fight fans, not that many fans from around the world. If you look at his resume, obviously most of his fights took place in the Philippines. He's fought in the States before when he fought Ernesto Guerrero, Stefan Young, and Jason Vargas. I believe that fight was in a PBC fight. But you know, those fights weren't really, you know, big fights. This is his first major fight. This is a fight that he needs to win if he wants to make it big here in the States. And Reymart Gaballo, you know, he definitely has what it takes. He has what it takes. You know, I always want Filipino fighters to be successful. I want them to become world champions. And Reymart Gaballo has my full support. I'll be rooting for him in this fight. I hope he wins. I truly hope he wins, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Emmanuel Rodriguez as well, but you know, obviously I gotta support my fellow Filipino, man. I mean, the Philippines doesn't have that many champions at the moment. I mean, Puerto Rico doesn't have that many champions as well at the moment too. You know, so both fighters are representing countries that you know, they're proudly representing their countries to go out there and, you know, get the title for their country. I know it's an interim title, but you know, it's at least one step closer to the actual belt. Anyway, like I said earlier, if Rodriguez is not the same as before, Gaballo got this. If he is the same, it's gonna be a tough competitive fight that could go either way, and yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. Just tune in this weekend. Tune in this Saturday on the 19th on Showtime. I know it's gonna be a busy day of boxing with the Canelo Smith fight as well. It's gonna be insane, man. This weekend's gonna be insane. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Please, like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.